रैंप वॉक पर उतरे सितारे, कहीं देसी तो कहीं वेस्टर्न नजारे। फैशन वीक 2026 के ये खास पल। सास बहू और बेटियां भाई हमेशा ही आपसे जुड़े कलाकारों की लेटेस्ट खबरें और लेटेस्ट इवेंट लेकर आता है। ऐसे में हम आज पहुंच गए हैं एक स्पेशल फैशन इवेंट पर, जहां पर आपके फेवरेट कलाकार कर रहे हैं रैंप वॉक। भाई आज यहाँ हमारे कैमरे में कैद हुए हैं अदिति राव हैदरी, जिन्होंने लिया है देसी अंदाज। भाई जरा देखिए तो कैसे इस ब्लैक और ब्लू कलर के कॉम्बिनेशन में वो लग रही है बेहद ही कमाल। और जब उन्होंने रैंप वॉक किया तो भाई उन्होंने तो सभी का दिल जीत लिया। भाई ये इंडो फ्यूजन अंदाज अदिति राव हैदरी पर बेहद ही सूट कर रहा है।
I have to say that this was a huge honor. Let me start by saying the Satyapal legacy is incredible. It's something that I'm very, very proud to be associated with. But also David and Rakesh, who I think was so incredible with me. They gave me so much space, they indulged me, they heard me out, they even laughed with me. And I felt like a little child, like being allowed to play. And they also sort of veered me into some sense at certain times, like for example what I wanted to wear on the ramp. And both of them said, no, I think when it's the last thing it should be a particular way. But I will say this, that since this is my first collection and I'm not a designer, but I do believe that, this is something my mom's always told me, that there are certain beings who are creative beings and they're happiest being creative beings. They're dreamers, they like to believe, they like to explore, they like to be curious little children. I'm one of those humans or beings. And for me as a first collection, I think what just came to me effortlessly, or I would like to say authentically, was a part of me. So the dreamer in me, the little child in me, the person who loves to read fantasy, who believes that there is a tiger peeping around from somewhere there, who smells flowers and is not necessarily ferocious, dragonflies, flowers. I think everything that is an extension of who I am, and I think that's what this collection is, well, in a kind of way. And that's the only thing I knew, because I'm not a designer. But I love everything creative and I love the process of design, and they made it all the more exciting. Yeah, I think that's all. I hope so. You'll say this. I mean, I hope you will say this. But I feel like, again, I would like to repeat the same thing. I think there's an authenticity and a power to a Satyapal creation. But I think what makes a Satyapal creation unique is that it speaks to each one of us differently, individually, and I think the individualistic nature of how it speaks to us makes it special. And I think in the 2026 collection, there is, of course, the Satyapal print legacy, but there is a lot of whimsy, there is a lot of playfulness, and I think I hope that's how the collection is going to now grow and move forward. So that I, as somebody who's going out, I want to be able to pick a sari from my wardrobe and wear it without having to think twice. Because I want it to speak to me, I want it to feel like my own, and I want it to feel like a modern heirloom. And I think that's what's, for me, special about this whole creative process, and this collection. See, I can't say anything theoretical. I can only say that it's the things I like, it's the things I feel that people like me look for today when they're looking for a sari to wear or they're looking for a garment to wear. Like for example, it's also where I come from, my heritage, my history, my culture, how I grew up. Like for me, for example, I don't think that to make a sari modern you have to wear it with a bralette. I feel like a puff sleeve blouse is very beautiful too, and it's very cool, it's very modern. There's a kind of sense of nostalgia, but it's also very feminine, yes. I love that. I believe that the dichotomy of these things do coexist. Like a flower doesn't necessarily mean that it's so fragile that there's a power to a flower. At the same time, a tiger is not necessarily ferocious. There's a softness and a playfulness to a tiger. So I like that, and I think that for me was very important to bring into this collection, because as an individual and as a performer and as an actor, I've been asked this question so many times, because everybody, is everybody sort of. I think the first thing they see about a person, like I will always be told, oh, you are so delicate, or you look so vulnerable, I feel like you're going to break, but I always say no. But in a storm, I will be standing next to you. And I think that is very, very important. I think my vulnerability is my greatest strength. And I feel that is very important for me to show in a collection as well. Yeah, whimsy, playfulness, like a childlike abandon.
Wearing a trench coat over a lehenga.
Yes.
I mean, that's really.
I like that.
Well, it's very much a statement.
Yeah. And we had two options for this. We also had a very cool bomber.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it's just like taking things into the modern space.
Also, it's about owning who you are and who you want to be. I think that's very important, to make a personal choice and to have that kind of what's the word for it?
Ability to.
Yeah.
I think you're also challenging what is the protocol. I think it's like saying, let's do things differently.
I
why
feel
not?
there are no
it's
rules.
a why not attitude.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah.
That's what we like.
No rules. You do you and have fun with it. And you wear the clothes don't wear you. So enjoy that and and empower yourself by making a choice. I think that's the most empowering thing, to be able to make a choice.
I think मेरे लिए बहुत गर्व की बात है कि मैंने सत्या पॉल से मैं जुड़ी हुई हूँ, and especially क्योंकि David and Rakesh have been with me through this. They are the OG creators of the collections, and I have joined them as a co-creator this time. And also मुझे बहुत स्पेशल लगा कि उन्होंने मुझे बहुत स्पेस दिया अपने आइडियाज़ और अपने जो भी मेरे मन में था मैं बोल देती थी. और मेरा mood board, they were very indulgent with me, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And also to keep this legacy alive, and actually to to see it move forward, I think is very, very special. To give credit to a very, very special person, also a co-creator, Elton Fernandez, जिन्होंने ये लुक क्रिएट किया है. और ये फूल मैंने बोला प्लीज नहीं, उन्होंने बोला प्लीज हाँ, तो मैं कहा ठीक है.
Actually, it worked very well. I thought it worked very well.
And this flower is called a bird of paradise.
And you are a bird of paradise.
There you are. See?
तो वहीं दूसरी तरफ अनीत पड्डा भी हमारे कैमरे में कैद हुई, जहां उनका दिखा वेस्टर्न अंदाज. भाई ये रैम्प वॉक ऑफिस लुक को डेडिकेट किया गया है, जहां पर कैजुअल के साथ स्टाइलिंग और फैशन को कैसे दिखाना है, तो यहाँ पर आज वो रैम्प वॉक पर दिख रहा है. इसके अलावा कैजुअल प्लस वेस्टर्न अंदाज में कल्की, सिद्धांत और अलाया एफ भी रैम्प वॉक पर वॉक करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं.
I'm wearing a very simple, lovely summer dress. I love it because you don't need to iron this at all. So it's very easy to travel with. And yeah, I think it's very in the vibe of Unserious.
I'm wearing Max. Clothes are quite comfortable. I'm also wearing a lot of charms, if you can see. And yeah, it's easy, it's light, and I had a fun walking on the stage, and that too when my song was playing, which Rebel and me have, written and rapped on. So yeah, I mean, so it's always fun walking on your own song. I mean, this is like the first time I've done it. So yeah, I was just having my fun, and even though it is called Unserious, but we were very serious about putting the show, to a different level, to the max level, if I would say. So I had a great time, and of course the lovely ladies, and wouldn't have been possible without you two, looking gorgeous today, and always.
It's always a pleasure doing anything with Max. I love my look today because it's fun, it's cool, it's edgy, it's a little bit sporty, which is also very me, if anyone knows, because I'm all about the fitness. But I had a great time. I had a wonderful time walking with Kalki and Siddhant, and yeah, it's been a great time. Thank you.
I need some really big, strong, dark sunglasses and a mango lassi.
I would say maybe like a plain white linen shirt, some shorts, some breathable shorts, I would say, and a pair of good chappals. Yeah.
Some SPF, a good pair of sunglasses, and some nice crop tops. And a pool.
As I said earlier, I had a great time, and it's like, it's my honor that I worked for Max, and this is my first time, and I hope we keep repeating and we keep trying to do some really unserious and serious things. So yeah, I had a blast. I didn't feel like you're going to do something. It just felt like because the clothes are so comfortable, they just sit on you, right? And you're not like very dressed up and you're going for something. Just having fun. In fact, we were dancing, we were vibing. Little twirls, flowers, bags, and I don't know what. So we just had a great time, and yeah, looking forward to the next year as well.
I've had the pleasure of being a part of the Max family for a couple of years now. And the one thing I've realized about Max is that they're constantly evolving and changing and growing, and Max completes 20 years this year, which is incredible. So congratulations to the Max family on that. And yeah, it's a pleasure. It's been a pleasure being with the brand and walking today for the first time for the brand. And I love the journey that Max has taken and keeps taking, and the journey that Max is on. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's been also my second year with Max, which means we get along. And there's a good reason for it. It's that Max is evolving all the time. And they've already changed their brand. They've really grown a lot. They're very willing to listen to feedback. One of the wonderful things, of course, they're very accessible in terms of price for all our consumers, but also they care about accessibility and they care about employment. So they have a whole store in Bangalore, which is with disabled people running the store, and I think that's also fantastic that they are using the community to its max, to its best of its abilities. So that's really wonderful.
Best part of, can you just not see these two gorgeous ladies standing beside? I think they are the best part, and the clothes, and the song we made with Rebel and Dub Sharma, जिन्होंने अपना time आएगा बनाया था, so he produced it. So yeah, so we had a fun time shooting for it, और आज जब walk किया तो बहुत मजा आया. तो आप देखा ही होगा कि बहुत हम डांस कर रहे थे स्टेज पे. मैं जब जाता हूँ तो मैं बहुत बुरा हूँ शॉपिंग में. तो मेरे दोस्तों को लेके जाता हूँ या मेरे मम्मी पापा को लेके जाता हूँ. उनका फेवरेट शॉप है मैक्स. जितने भी कपड़े मेरे मॉम डैड के वो मैक्स से लेते हैं, और मेरे लिए भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें लाते हैं. तो क्योंकि मैं डिसाइड नहीं कर पाता हूँ कि मैं कपड़े मेरा बस चले तो मैं रिपीट करता रहूँ to the max. So yeah, so I usually go with my friends or my parents who shop for me.
Also, I'm very lucky to have Max send me beautiful things. So I don't.
मुझे नहीं है.
So yeah, sometimes my daughter gets the better things than me actually. But what do I like?
What type of
Clothes?
dresses?
I like things which are light, easy to wear. Again, that don't need ironing, and that are easy to pack and easy to carry around. I'm quite a lightweight kind of packer. I don't like things which take up too much space.
So the same way that Max is constantly evolving and changing, मैं हमेशा एक चीज़ कहती हूँ जो है मेरे लाइफ में सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ कांस्टेंट है और वो है कि मैं कॉन्स्टेंटली बदल रही हूँ एंड सो आई थिंक मैक्स इज़ एक्चुअली परफेक्ट फॉर दैट बिकॉज एज मैक्स's स्टाइल grows and evolves, I have more and more wonderful things that I can go and pick up and या जब मैं शॉपिंग के लिए जाती हूँ तो मैं हर बार कुछ ना कुछ अलग ही खरीदते रहती हूँ, यही मेरा प्रॉब्लम है बट थैंकफुली आई हैव मैक्स एंड या दैट्स व्हाई आई वेयर ऑल दीस कूल क्लोथ्स नाउ
और इसी के साथ साथ कुब्रा सेठ ने भी रैंप वॉक पर वॉक करके अपने फैंस का दिल जीता। और यहाँ पर खास मेहमान बनकर पहुँच गई हैं साइमी और सास बहू और बेटियां। ऐसे में आपके लिए लेकर आया है यहाँ के सभी इनसाइड पल। तो आइए देखते हैं कि कैसे ये कलाकार इस फैशन इवेंट पर बिखेर रहे हैं अपने हुस्न का जादू। मुंबई से ब्यूरो रिपोर्ट।